Hello, beautiful friends, beautiful people, Dasia here. It's been a minute since we've talked roller skating. I wanted to just drop in here, say hello to all of the new roller skaters who got skates for Christmas, or the people who are wanting to learn how to skate at the beginning of the new year. Hello and welcome. So, new year, new thoughts. You're thinking, should I just start a whole new channel? And here's the thing. I just don't want to do that. And, right now it's just little old me, and I don't have it in me to manage 2 channels. So if you've come and you're here for all of my other stuff, I love you. Thank you for being here. But if you are here just for roller skating, I also love you. And I want you to know that I will be posting roller skating videos exclusively on Tuesdays. So it'll always kind of be like a tutorial Tuesday type of vibe. So if you see a notification pop off on a Saturday or a Sunday, and you're like, hey, I only follow Dasia for roller skating, just know that that's not for you. But if you see something pop off on a Tuesday, come get some roller skate learning in. Those days are going to be specifically dedicated to roller skating. I'll also make sure to put a community post announcement out. That way, if there are tutorials that you want to see, you can comment specifically under that post, and then I'll be able to see them. And, I can make videos that are specific to you and what you need, and it'll all be in one centralized location. So, and then you can even use that same post to, meet other skaters, figure out if there's other skaters in your town so you're not doing stuff by yourself. So that's the quick housekeeping announcement. Again, welcome to you, those of you who are coming in brand new roller skaters, or you just got skates. Welcome to the club. In this video, I'm going to yap a little bit about stuff that you should probably know, or stuff that will be very, very helpful when it comes to having your first pair of skates, including the anatomy of your skate and different types of skating and the skates that are used for those different types of skating. So shameless plug here. If you haven't already, check out my full roller skating playlist. You're going to find tons of information. Or if you're someone who learns better in a much more structured environment, check out my online roller skating course. It's called Roll with the Flow. Again, I give pretty much all of my information away for free. So if you're not someone who enjoys a structured learning, hey, learn this step by this step by this step, you're going to be completely fine. But if you are that person, just know that you have that as a resource. With all that being said, here's just a quick little crash course for my new skate fam. All right, first up, we have the boot. The boot itself. This might be the single most important piece of your skate. It provides comfort and support for your foot. And the most important thing is you're going to want to make sure that it fits snugly and that it's not too tight. You also want to make sure you don't have cramped toes or that your heel is slipping or anything like that. And it's super important to know that there are different types of lacing that can change your entire shape of your boot. So you're going to want to find the best one that fits you. And when it comes to your boot, I think the most important thing to remember is that it should never cause you pain. If you're in pain, and you've only been skating for like 20 minutes, something is not right. Don't be afraid to go a size up if it means you can put an orthopedic insert in your skate to add to your comfort level. I can't stress this enough, because if your skate doesn't feel good, you won't skate. And then you'll think that skating is not for you, and then you'll miss out on the joy of roller skating in the sunshine. It's important to call out here that your boot will also change based upon the type of roller skating that you want to do. If you want to, be a twirling in the sunshine, IG roller baddie goddess, king, queen person like me, rock with the heeled boot. These are perfect for jam skating. They're perfect for trail skating, park skating. They're a great beginner skate if you don't know where you actually want to land on the skate spectrum just yet. My favorite type of skates after my heeled boot is probably going to be my sneaker skates. So these are my Slades. These actually might be my favorite right now, just because I can snap my wheels onto my feet and go. This is great because it just clicks in here and it makes it so incredibly easy. Like I said, these are 100% my favorite airport shoe. I'll just be walking and then, I don't want to be walking anymore. This is going to be a really solid option if you're someone who's struggling to find skates in your size. You can actually have your favorite shoe and then send it to this company called Flaneur, and it's a French company. They'll go ahead and turn your shoe into a skate, and then you just buy the rolling base kit, and then you can customize that as well. So this is easily like one of my favorite skates right now. They also make a super affordable version of this. It's just the Slades. The Slades are their their affordable line. So I'll drop the link so you can check that out. But I think that only comes in 2 colors. So just keep that in mind. It's black or white. There's going to be many types of skates and different types of skating styles. So the best thing that you can do is, do a little hashtag research in socials and then figure out what looks best to you. That's what's going to give you the most bang for your buck. Next is the plate. That's going to be the metal or the plastic frame that holds the wheels and connects the boots to the truck. So this type and quality of plate can affect your skating performance. It can affect the style of skating that you're doing. Different plates have different characteristics, and that is definitely going to impact, many things. So things like maneuverability or stability or responsiveness. So it's important for you to consider what your individual needs and your skating style is so that you can make sure that you're getting the correct plate. Nylon plates are going to be my favorite. They're lightweight. They're super affordable. As soon as I get a pair of skates, I usually almost immediately swap the plates out for some Power Dime reactors. I haven't done it on these skates just yet because I don't live near the skate shop. So I've been riding with these, but I think this is aluminum. I'm not too much of a fan because they are very heavy, but it's very good for a brand new skater. You don't want to be going fast, and it can kind of help you develop the muscle memory that you would need to be able to, navigate your skates, versus if you immediately went out the gate with nylon, it'd probably be too light and you'd be slipping a little bit more. So pay attention to the type of plate that you are going to be using. Next, we have your trucks. That's going to be these bad boys right here. These metal pieces attach the plates to the wheels, and that's what allows them to turn and pivot. So the tightness of your trucks can affect the maneuverability and the stability. A lot of times I'll get videos or I'll get questions where you guys are like, how are you able to turn like that? It's usually because I've adjusted my trucks. Ankle mobility really matters, but adjusting your trucks affects how your skates handle and turn. If the trucks are too tight, it can make it harder to turn. And then if they're too loose, it'll make your skates start to feel wobbly and unstable. So if you have not already, again, go to that roller skating playlist and check out my video on how you can adjust your trucks quickly and easily. When it comes to your wheels, it's going to be all about the durometer number, and that's going to be a measurement of the wheel's hardness. So how firm it is. For indoor surfaces, you're going to want a harder wheel. And with rough outdoor pavements, it's gonna call for softer wheels. So normally I wear these outside. This wheel is a little bit softer than that hard wheel, but you can always switch your wheels to match your environment. Hard wheels, smooth floors, soft wheels, rough floors. And that's just so that you can make sure that your wheels are actually gripping the floor that it's supposed to versus slipping and sliding all over the place. And they definitely matter, but I highly recommend you just try it out. See for yourself. Oh, okay, like this is kind of what she was talking about, and then, customize it to your liking. Next up, we have bearings. I don't know if you can see that, but that black piece, that inner black piece, that's going to be your bearings, and bearings are going to be super important for a smooth ride. How your bearings perform is going to be categorized by the ABEC system, and that measures precision, efficiency, and speed. So for recreational skaters, something like ABEC 5 bearings are going to strike the perfect balance between smoothness and durability and affordability, which is what's actually going to make it ideal for you as a casual skater or casual outdoor or indoor skater. If you're looking for enhanced performance, you can, go up ABEC 7s, which are these ones right here. They offer great speed. They offer smoothness. They're more suited for frequent skaters or smooth surfaces. Steel bearings are going to be some of the most common that you're going to see because they're very durable, they're very reliable. And then ceramic bearings, those are going to be much more expensive, but they are lighter, they are smoother. That really factors into the performance, but overall they're unnecessary for recreational use. You're also going to make sure that you're regularly maintaining and cleaning and lubricating your bearings because that's what's going to help them stay in tip-top condition, especially if you're skating outdoors regularly, because dirt and debris are super common. And just like a general rule is that the higher the bearing number, the more expensive it will be. If you have not already hopped over to that roller skating playlist, I have a video in there about how to clean your bearings. And it's much more simpler. It's much easier than you think, especially if you're not someone who's in the business of being able to buy bearings. To replace them, you can definitely clean them. Lastly, let's talk about brakes, baby. When you are buying skate So you want to make sure that your toe stop suits your needs. Toe stops are what's going to allow your brakes to engage safely and make sure that you're not tripping or you're losing your balance. They come in, a variety of types, matching all of the different styles. I personally love a jam plug, but if I'm doing something like trail skating or even normally, these do not have jam plugs in them because I use them outside. They will have a full toe stop so that I can walk on them and go over stairs. But mainly this is about personal preference and your skating style. That's what's going to play the biggest role in choosing your toe stop. Whether it's a traditional toe stop for general use or an adjustable one for versatility or jam plugs for dance skating. Honestly, it truly depends on your personal preference and what you are going to be doing. That's going to determine your toe stop. But if you are just going to be like, jam skating and, doing a roller skate dance in the sunshine, stick with your stock ones. But please know that there are a ton out there that, it makes it more fun. You can get creative with your setup, all that good stuff. All right, that's it. We've covered just the basics of everything that you want to know high level in order to not only find the perfect pair of skates or just to make sure that your skates are right for you. Remembering that the most important thing is just to choose skates that fit well and they feel comfortable. So all you have to focus on is flowing. And then finally, be on the lookout for those Tutorial Tuesdays. I hope this was helpful to you and happy skating. Let me know if there's anything else that you would like to see as a beginner skater and I've got you. I will see y'all in the next one.